Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to see everyone again. I missed last week. My wife and I had a mini vacation. We went up to visit a friend of mine who I went to school with. His wife passed away recently, and we wanted to go up and spend a little time with him, which we did, and it was a great time. We also went to a nice play that we saw, and it was just a good way to get away. But I did miss being here with you guys, and I'm happy to be back again today. And we're gonna go into in depth a little bit more about what the Ripple program does for charities and nonprofits. So I want to say welcome to everyone. I see a lot of names on here and some names I haven't seen before. So good to see some new people, and we're happy that you're on board. And if you're not familiar with what we're doing with nonprofits, there's nothing like what we're doing, and you're going to see that in a second. And I'll be able to share that with you and show you exactly why we're excited about what we're going to be able to do for charities and nonprofits. But let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Okay. Once again, we'd like to ask you to put your phones on vibrate and don't record this. Um, this is in a constant state of flux. We're making changes, and most of the changes, all the changes, that was here for the better. We're improving our program on a regular basis, and we're excited about where we are, but also more excited about where we're going. It's going to be an incredible program, and you're going to love it. So, okay, with that having been said, let me pull up my PowerPoint here, and we'll go ahead and start this. Okay, so this is an informational and training session. Our famous saying is at Ripple is play, enjoy, win, and share. And Paul Davis, our managing director, came up with that, and he's still battling some illnesses and sicknesses and things like that. And we're praying for him, hoping that he'll be able to get back as quickly as he can. So keep him in your prayers if you would, please. And but first of all, I would like to say again, thank you for this. My name is Jim Wagner again. I'm part of Team Posicash, and I'll be your presenter for today. So the first thing I wanted to tell you is don't overthink this. This is a very simple program. We're still in pre-launch, and we're going to talk about that. And we're also going to talk about where we're going with some of the things that we're going to be doing. But first of all, let me give you a quick overview of what Ripple is all about. It involves the world of reward points. Now, I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, are familiar with reward points. Things like airlines, hotels, grocery stores, where you can accumulate points by playing in games or just maybe making purchases from them. I know I have a grocery store that I buy a lot of things for. Matter of fact, I do almost all my shopping there, and I get points for that. But I can only use it for gas. With Ripple, you're going to be able to use it for a lot more than just gas. And the nice part about what we're doing is this is an evolution. Not only are we helping ourselves, but we're also helping charities at the same time. This is an evolution. We put a new twist on the rewards program, and it goes way beyond personal gain. And we're going to show you how you can reap some rewards, but also help your charities at the same time. So having said that, let me show you a brief video that explains our program, and then I'll come back and we'll go into a little more detail.
Welcome to Rewards Ripple Solutions, better known as
There's no sound to the video, Jim.
a free platform designed to help charities and
There's no sound, Jim. You're on mute, Jim. The video too.
But it doesn't stop there. Additionally, on the auction site, there are luxury items, things like cruises and vacations, airline tickets, even cash money, and all these are free to you if you win the bid. The more games you play in, and the more postings you post, the more points you receive. Then simply place your bid on the product you want. And don't forget, every time you win, your points are divided 50-50 with the charity you are playing for. And guess what? They can go to the charity side of our auction site and bid just like you. In fact, we are setting a new standard for charitable organizations, as they don't have any of the red tape they normally have to go through with a traditional donation. It's simple. Let's say the nonprofit organization is looking for a pallet of water or warm clothes. They just place a bid on a pallet of water or the warm clothes they are looking for. And if they win the bid, the product is immediately shipped to the people or organization they're trying to help. It truly is a game changer for charitable organizations. Think about it. As soon as they win the bid, in the meantime, let me tell you how this can be life-changing for you and your family. Every time you refer somebody to this exciting program, you get 20% of their winning share of points. And what's even better, 10% of their winning share of points goes to your fundraising program or vacation fund. Make sure you visit our website to get a full understanding how our referral and fundraising programs work. So sign up and start telling your friends and family or anybody you meet about Ripple, as every time they play and when you win points. And it even gets better. With some of our partners, you can even win real cash all for playing in their games. So again, share this new incredible platform with your friends and family, which will make a difference in their life just like yours, as they can win their day-to-day necessities just like you. And remember, it can be anything from groceries, paying a bill, or cash. And don't forget, if they win, you win. At the same time, you are doing your part by playing for charities and winning points to make a difference to the people who need the help. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is truly to help charitable organizations and struggling individuals. At the same time, make a little difference in your life by getting the day-to-day necessities or the odd luxury items. How can you do this, you may ask? It's real simple. Our advertisers play an 8 to 12 seconds video in our games, advertising their products that fit your profile. And if you want to purchase through the ad, you often are giving a discount. By you watching the advertising, Ripple generates an income that we purchase products for the auction site, where you are able to bid on the items that you want. This is truly a win-win situation for everybody. Sign up now and let's make a difference. We thank you for being part of this game-changing platform, raising funds for charitable organizations around the world. The revolution starts now. So make sure you join us on one of our weekly webinars to find out more. As we say at Ripple, play, enjoy, win, share, and give back to one who needs it.
Okay, I apologize for being muted there. I was having a problem in the past with some echoes and tried to avoid that, and I hit the wrong buttons, I think. So anyhow, let me go through this and try to explain it, and maybe that'll help with what you missed in the video. Obviously, this is a game changer. The uniqueness of our program is not just about personal gain, but it's also how you can help charities, contributing to them in a big way. We call it I Play, We Win. Basically, because every time you play and win, 50% of the points that you win go to you and 50% go to the charity. And sometimes one charity will get all the points instead of just 50% if they're doing a special deal or something. But most of the time, it's split 50-50. Our vision is to make it something that both players and charities alike are big winners in this program. This is a program that's going to stand out because it's revolutionary. It changes the way fundraising and things are done for charities that help them meet their mission and goals. So we're excited about where we're going, and we hope you'll join in with us as we move forward from here. So let me tell you how we're going to do this. We have several plans, several ideas that we want to do. First of all, we do not want to create a burden, but at the same time, we want to create a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. Also, we want to create a solution for you, and also at the same time, create some excitement. So how are we going to do all that? Okay, here we go. First of all, there's no cost to become a member and start earning points. So that takes the burden out of it. you can earn points, get your everyday necessities, and the same with charities without having to come with anything out of your pocket. So it creates no burden. But also, we know charities are all hurting in today's economy. I don't think there's one charity is not looking for additional sources of income so that they can do their work in their communities. And if you're like me, you probably are getting something from a charity just about every day. So how do you help all of them? Well, obviously you won't be able to help all of them, but you can do more without being a financial burden with our program, because you are splitting what you win in points with your charity. And the charity can then take those and use them for the needs that they have. But also for you, do you need financial help? Well, we have a solution for that. You can use your points for the everyday necessities that you need. And of course, everybody wants to be a winner, and becoming a winner creates excitement. So we have an opportunity for everybody to be a winner with this, and that's going to create excitement. So how do we do all this? Well, first of all, there's going to be multiple ways for you to earn points. And we'll talk about these, most of these in a few minutes, but referrals are one way. Ask somebody to join up and they sign up for free, you get points. The winner's circle, I'll go into that in a minute. Match it, I'll explain that. That's our first game that's coming out, and I'll explain exactly how you earn points with that and what the magic of how that works. I want to take a little bit of time to talk to you about our new sports games. This is going to be incredible. We are right now working with a number of sports teams, sports organizations like the National Football League, the soccer foundations in Europe. There's a boxing match that we're working with. Any kind of game that you can think of. We're getting contacts from all different types of games who want to be involved in our program. Briefly, what it is an interactive game where you're actually watching a game live, and they are going to ask you a series of questions. We call it Have Your Say. So they're going to ask you a series of questions. If you get the question right, you get points. If you get it wrong, you don't get any points. And simple questions like who's going to win the opening coin toss, and who's going to score a touchdown in this game? Who's going to different things like that you're going to be able to answer questions. And again, if you answer the question correctly, you get points. You can also post banners from our sponsors and also promoting Ripple. Surveys. A lot of the customers and a lot of our supporters, when you frequent their locations, they will send you a survey. And those surveys, as you answer their survey, you get points for that. And you might even get something special from that organization. There's much, much more to come. So just be ready. We're excited about this, and we're going to have much, much more as we go down the road. So what do you do with the points? Well, you can convert your points into everyday items because we now have an auction site. It's not complete yet, but it's going to look something like the one on the right here. Different items are going to be up for bid, and you're going to be able to bid on them. And if you're the high bidder, you get that point. You get that item. It's automatically shipped to you, and you'll get it, very, very quickly. So it's a way for you to be able to get your everyday necessities through the point system. Here's some of the categories that we're looking at right now. You can get bicycles, cleaning supplies, food baskets, hygiene items, gift cards. We'll even pay a bill for you. So lots of different ways that you can spend those points that you've earned through the games. Now, you may not see something on here that you would like to have, something that's a necessity for you. Well, send us a request, and we'll see what we can do to try to get that on the auction site. So lots of different ways that you're going to be able to spend those points. So here's how it works. It's a different concept, but we call it our second chance. If you lose a bid after your third bid on an item, you lose those points. So if you've made 3 bids on an item and you don't win it, you lose those points. But they go into a holding bucket that are shared equally with the company, everybody in the company on November 1st, when everybody needs it. for the holiday season. So here's how it works. Let's say Tom and Sue are bidding on the same item. Tom opens with 10, Sue bids 11, Tom bids 12, Sue bids 13. No, that goes very quickly. It doesn't happen that quick. But anyway, Tom bids 14 points. Now, if it ends right there, Tom wins the bid. Let's say it's a food basket. He gets that food basket. But in this situation, Sue outbids him with 15 points. Therefore, Tom has bid 3 times, and he loses those 14 points. They go into that holding bucket, which then become part of the share that is the bucket that is shared equally on November 1st with the entire company. So Tom may lose 14 points, but at the end, he might wind up with thousands or hundreds of thousands of points because the second chance makes a difference. But Tom, in this particular case, he can continue bidding, but he has to redo it every 3 bids. So, but let's take a minute here and talk about the charities. How do the charities benefit from these auctions? So first of all, there's a special auction site just for charities. So charities don't have to bid against everybody who's in the program, just charities. Also, with a charity, like with the players, they lose a bid after 3 bids. Now, with charities, they still only get 3 bids, but they get to keep their points. We don't want charities to be hurt because they're bidding on something and didn't get it. Our goal is to help charities, not to penalize them. So we want charities to be able to use their points and keep them even if they didn't get the bid. Now, this is huge. Charities that sign up with us will be listed among the charities that players can choose from to play for. So at the start of every game, and I'll show you this in just a second how this is going to work. Players will have an opportunity to pick the charity that they want to play for. So if you're a charity, you send this out to all your supporters and on everybody on your mailing list, tell them they can play a game for free. They can win some points for the necessities that they need, but also everything that they win splits 50-50 with them. And so charities are going to be able to get those points and use them for their particular necessities. And what a better way to get the word out, not only to your own people, but people around the world, because, and I'll show you just a second here, right here. Every time they play in a game, an 8 to 15 second video is played, and your video will be placed in that rotation of videos. The players have to watch that before they can play in the game. So you can put a video in there that explains your program, what you're doing, and maybe it's a special request that you're looking for. And somebody might see that and say, wow, I think I'm going to play for that organization today. And they can switch whenever they want. Again, it's a way to get the word out about your organization so that now you have a better chance of being able to get new supporters and obviously meet your mission and goals. Okay. And then we're also going to put a link to your website will be placed on Ripple's website. So there are many, many ways that you're going to be able to be exposed to a much larger group of people than you may have ever imagined. And so the idea is to get involved with us. And so how do you do that? First of all, just sign up and let us know that you want to be part of us. You do have to go through a vetting process. So you have to get approved. We're not just going to put anybody in there. But most of you, I'm sure, if you have a legitimate charity, you'll get approved and we'll put you in our program. But it does have to go through a certain approval process. And so just be able to supply us with the information that we need. And we'll get that to you once you sign up and let us know that you want to be involved. Then also let your supporters know once you're approved, let your supporters know, first of all, that they can play in free games and get points for themselves and your charity. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Also, tell them that they can use the points to bid on things in an auction and how they can get their everyday necessities paid for. Maybe a bill, hygiene items, food baskets, lots of different things that they can bid on that are going to help them in their daily life. Also, share the video with them, the one I showed you before. It's in your back office. You'll be able to share that with them so that they can see exactly what Ripple is all about and how they can benefit from it. Put information about Ripple on your website. Obviously, that's going to help. That's going to not only help you, but it's also going to help us as well. And then also promote Ripple on your social media. Whatever social media you use, just promote it so that people will be aware of what's going on and will sign up. And as they sign up and they sign up under you, you're going to get the benefit from it. And then if you'll supply us a short video, now if you need help with this, we'll be happy to do that. But about your mission, nobody knows your mission better than you do. 8 to 15 seconds. That's all we can handle. We don't want something that's going to be a minute or two long. That's not what that program is about. It's just a short teaser so that they have an idea of what your mission is about. So if you'll do all that, we will help you. Now let me get back to Match It, because I want to show you the points and how you actually earn points and how they're split between you and the charities and also the people in your group. Okay, Match It is our first game that we're going to roll out. Very simple game. I've been playing a game similar to this for a number of years now, and it's extremely simple. You can do this in less than 5 minutes a day and earn points every time you play. I have the possibility anyway. You may not earn them every time, but you're going to earn lots of points with this. But the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick a charity. It's going to give you the options, and it's going to be a list. And you just go down and highlight the one you want to play for, and then once you've picked your charity, you go and you pick your pattern. If you look at the pattern in purple, that's a pattern that you can pick, and you'll see at the bottom there are numbers. Well, the numbers don't show up to start with. The numbers come up every 6 hours, and they stay up for 12 hours. So the first number comes up at 12:01. 12:01 a.m. on the Monday. There's no games on Sunday, but it comes up at 12:01 Monday morning and stays up until 11:15 or 12 o'clock p.m. on Monday morning or Monday afternoon. Then at any time between that, you can click on that number. That 8 to 15 second video comes up. After that video is shown, it comes back, and now the number is there. Now you click on the number. If it turns out it's in the pattern, the number will turn gold, like it does in the center part of the one on the right. If it's not in the pattern, it turns red. But there is an advantage to that too, because after it turns red, it then takes you back to the website of the organization whose 8 to 15 second video you watched to start before you clicked on your number. So it's a win-win, because once you get there, they may offer you special deals while you're there, and take advantage of them. That's up to you. So anyhow, that's how you get your points. And here's how the points then are split. Oops, hang on, go back. Sorry about that. Mouse is doing crazy things here. Hang on, here we go. Sorry about that. Let's go back to here. I apologize. I'm not sure what happened there. But let me just stop sharing, and let's go back and share the screen again. My apologies, folks. Okay, here we go. And again, my apologies. So you have those points, and let's assume that it's like 200 points. In this particular example, that's going to get split 50-50. So the charity is going to get 100 points, and you are going to get 100 points. Now, you don't get the 100 points. You get 20% of those 100 points. Of the 50% of your points, in this case, 100, you get 20%. Well, that doesn't seem right, does it? Well, here you'll see why it's an advantage to you. First of all, you'll see at the bottom that Sue, who was sponsored by Tom, who was sponsored by you, gets 20%. But Tom, who sponsored Sue, gets 20%, and you get 20%. So that's 60%. 10% goes into the winner's circle, like I mentioned before. That's going to be huge, and you'll see why in a second, because you're in a great position for that. So there's 20%, 60% of what comes out. Now, there's also another 30% that goes to either your second fundraiser account or your vacation fund. So if you're raising money for a specific organization, you'll probably want to use that organization and use that for your second fund. So here's how it works. You happen to be the winner, but your organization doesn't get any points. I said, well, that's not fair. I only got 20% now that my organization doesn't get anything. No, but it does open up a third level that we can do. And here's how it works. You sponsored Pete. Pete also sponsored Jack, and then Jack sponsored Paul. Each one of those people get 10% of that 30% that goes over to this side. So instead of your organization getting just one from you, now you have Paul, who's on your third level, and there might be 100 Pauls or 1,000 Pauls. There's going to be a lot of them, and so every time they win, you win, that person gets 10%. So you have 3 levels that you're going to be able to get 10% of everything that they win, the points that they win. So it's huge, and you're going to be able to share a lot of points with your organization. So, okay, so let's go to. Okay, we talked about referrals before. Every time you sign up somebody new, you get 5 points. You sign up 25, you're going to get 25 bonus points. So get as many people as you can. Again, this is all free. Everybody who signs up can sign up for free, and you get points for bringing them into the program. So, winner circle. That winner circle, this is how it works. Because you are with us now, and you're going to help us get going with this program, and you're going to be bringing in new people, we want you to benefit from that winner circle. So we call this for our pioneers. It gives you a sense of accomplishment and being part of a select group. Only requirements: you have to participate in just one auction a month and sign up one new member in your lifetime, which should be a piece of cake. Don't miss out on this. And what happens with this is that 10% pool that I showed you before of the money that goes to the individual who won gets that goes into that pool, and at the end of the month, that pool is divided equally among all the members who are in the winner circle. So get signed up, get into the winner circle, and down the road, this is going to be amazing, because right now we're just starting, and there's only going to be 100,000 members in the winner circle. So it may not seem like you're going to get much right now, but when we have millions and millions of members in this, and we anticipate that in a big way, once we get with the NFL and the boxing and that sort of thing, there's people are going to be signing up like crazy. And whenever they play in that magic game, that 10% goes into that fund, and you're going to get the split of it at the end of each month. So get involved with it. So the question always comes up: how are you going to pay for this? Well, remember the 8 to 15 second video that I showed you? Well, that comes from our advertisers. And these advertisers, no, these are not all the ones that we have right now, and we're still in negotiation with some of them. But we do have some of them that are ready to go. And as soon as we give them the green light, they're going to start advertising in our programs. And because they are getting advertising, getting their word out to a select group of people, they are willing to pay for that. And the more we get, the more people we get, the more they'll pay. And the money that they pay, we take that and we use it to purchase items for the auction site. So it's a win-win for everybody. The advertiser takes the money that they're going to spend for advertising anyway, and they use it for our program here. And as people are looking at our program, they are paying us per every time, and maybe not every one, but every 1,000, they're paying us a certain amount of money every month, because this is a great way for them to get the word out about their programs. So again, it's a win-win. Didn't cost you anything. The advertisers are spending, just redirecting their money, and the charities get the same thing as you do. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. So on your back office, you are going to get a sign-up thing. So what you want to do is, in your back office, you will see there's a QR code, and under the QR code, there's a code. That code is strictly for you. That's your code. So you just copy that code, or have people hit the QR code, and from there they can just put their name, their telephone number, and their email address. That's all we need. I think the country that they're in too, but very simple. Nothing personal and nothing like that. Just very, very simple. Just get in and get signed up, and then be able to start sharing the program and earning points. So with that being said, we are about to enter the holiday weekend. And so there's going to be a change in our schedule. There will be your Thursday call, but there won't be any calls between Friday and Monday. The next call will be Tuesday night at Kelly's call at 11 o'clock New York time. And then, of course, my call next Wednesday, and then Dave's call Wednesday afternoon. So I encourage you, get back to the person who invited you to call. If you don't have their sign up yet, make sure you get it, so that they get credit for you being here and being in their program. And if you want more information about our program, there's our website listed at the bottom of the page, rewardripplesolutions.com. So again, I would like to say thank you for joining us. I apologize for the little glitch with the PowerPoint, but thank you for bearing with me. And I will say good night for now. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next weekend. God bless you all, and God bless Reward Ripple.
Jim?
Yes.
Sorry, Jim. Have you chosen a word for the keyword today?
Oh, the keyword. I'm sorry. All right, let's go back. I didn't realize we were doing that on this one. So anyway, that's my fault. My apology. Okay. Do you have it listed in the chat?
Yes, I've already put the link there, the Google form.
Okay. Okay. So you need a
Let's
a word
just
for
say,
music, right?
let's just say Ripple,
All right. Sounds good.
if it's okay for you. Okay.
So okay. So the keyword for this one is Ripple. That's what I get for being gone last week. We weren't doing this 2 weeks ago. So anyway, thank you, Sylvia. I'm glad I waited to stop the stream. So
it's okay.
So, and again, thank you very much. Sylvie's just a total blessing to our organization. We appreciate everything she does for us. She's so faithful, helps us in so many different ways, and she will be greatly rewarded for everything that she's done. And again, so okay, so Sylvie, how long do they have to fill that form?
After the call ends, it will be 5 minutes. And
5 minutes after the call ends?
Yes.
Okay. I will wait another minute or so, and then I'll end the call.
Okay.
And or maybe I'll just, yeah, I'll do that. So